Should you self-manage your properties or give it over to a letting agent to manage it for you? So I actually self-manage one of my properties here in Gillingham, and then my block of 4 flats I have up north, I've got a letting agent that manages it for me. So I want to speak about the key things you want to think about before proceeding, whether you should manage it yourself or give it over to a property professional. So let's get straight into it. So the first thing is time. Do you have the time to manage those properties? So you will need some time available for tenant inquiries that are going to come in, things are going to break, tenants are going to have questions, queries, and ultimately you need to be available to adhere to the tenants, because if you're quick to respond to tenants and you're getting things fixed, they're more likely to actually take care of your property and you're less likely to have any trouble. However, it's so important that you've got the time to be able to do that. You do not want to be a landlord where you're managing it on your own, but you don't give your tenants any time, you show them no care, because ultimately that can backfire and those tenants won't be happy with you. It's so important that you actually have the time to manage it. The second thing you want to think about is what is your understanding on the compliance side of it. So you need to ensure that you understand everything that goes into managing a property. There's a lot of rules and regulations, especially now with the Renters' Rights Bill. You want to make sure that you're on top of everything. So making sure your gas safety checks are being done annually, making sure your electrical checks are being done every 5 years, making sure that the EPCs are being done every 10 years as well, and that is hitting the minimum requirement as well. Ensuring you're protecting the tenants' deposits in the right way. All these things are so key, because especially now with the Renters' Rights Bill, one mishap or something that's forgotten, and if it goes to court or if it's picked up, can mean hefty fine. So it's so important that you're on top of everything. Now, if you feel like that your knowledge is not 100%, then potentially it might be better to give it to a trusted letting agent that understands compliance and all the rules and regulations to make sure that you're protected. Now, it's also worth noting that if something still goes wrong, even with the letting agent managing it, it's actually on you. The third thing you want to think about is, do you know tradespeople in the area? So whether the property is far from you or not, if you know key tradespeople in the area that can get to the property whenever there is something wrong with it, then you're fine. You know, plumbers, electricians, tradespeople, people that can get to the property if there's a leak, you know, there's a fault with the electricity, with the lights, anything that comes up, you can get someone in there quickly. If you can do that, great. If you don't know people in the area, then it's going to make it a little bit more difficult, because ultimately you're going to want to get people in there as soon as possible if issues do arise with your property, and ultimately at some point they will. So those are the 3 key things you want to think about before actually making a decision whether you want to manage the property yourself or hand it over to a property professional. So if you enjoyed this video, do give it a like, and you found value from this video or any other video on this channel, then do subscribe as well. And until next time, happy investing.